Many modern applications rely heavily on open source libraries that are from third parties. Now, these libraries help us develop code really fast and quickly, but they also introduce vulnerabilities to our project. I feel building an application is like hosting a party or having a party. And so we're going to talk about the third-party pooper, third-party vulnerability management. Hello, everyone. My name is Raghav Gupta. I'm a full stack developer at ICF. ICF is a global advisory and technology service provider. We're headquartered in Reston, Virginia. Feel free to go at icf.com to learn more about us. On today's agenda, we'll talk about a typical app structure, the problem of third-party vulnerabilities, the couple of case studies, Log4j, the famous one, Elementor Pro, whose responsibility is it, and what is the solution to this problem of third-party vulnerability. Now, I won't go much into detail, but this is a typical app structure. You have code reviews, pull requests, pen testing, bug bounty, but all of this is for the code that we wrote. What about the third-party applications that we are using? What do we do about that? Now, we also have trainings, and we expect that by doing all this, the time to remediate our findings will go down. The number of bugs that we find will also go down. But did that actually happen? Not really. What happened was the bugs were still there, and the time it took to remediate these findings was still high. The third-party pooper is here. According to a recent source report, 97% of a typical Java application is built using open source libraries. So should we just stop using open source libraries? No. Look at this, this diagram. You have a couple of hobbyists, you have a couple of companies, but you also have other open source libraries contributing to a third party. So it's like Inception, where you have a bug into a bug. So this is a case study which was a very famous bug that we had, an attack, Log4j. This was around Christmas time in 2021. I remember the questions asked were, why are we using this? How are we using this? How are we exposed to it? All questions that could have been answered if we were tracking down. And the second one, which is Elementor Pro, which happened 2 weeks ago. It touched 12 million sites, pretty much the top 10 most used plugin for a Drupal or a WordPress website. And it was able to hijack traffic from your website to a malicious website. The question comes, whose responsibility is it to fix these bugs? With Elementor Pro, it's a premium plugin, the company will fix it. But what about Log4j? Log4j is out there. There were people during Christmas time working 22 hours for 3 days like Vulkan, and they fixed Log4j. I certainly believe volunteerism is not sustainable for a critical infrastructure. Again, what should we do? Not host a party, not have third-party software? No, that's not the case. What if a developer for these third-party applications goes rogue? An example here would be Marak, who went rogue with the famous NPM module faker and colors. And more importantly, the code that he pushed was code reviewed as well. So again, the question comes, do I not host a party? Do I not build an application? No. Like with any party, what you should do is you should know who you're inviting and have someone vouch for the invite. And does everyone agree on the invite? And also subscribe to their sources. So know who you're inviting. Create an SBOM, a software bill of materials. You can do that in GitLab. That's what I use. Or you can just put it in a conference sheet using whatever third-party applications that you're using. Just keep track of who you're inviting. Can someone vouch for that? Pay attention to who's managing the third-party application. Do you know someone? Can you contact someone on Discord or Twitter? And check their GitHub pages. Check how actively that third-party application is being managed. Don't just pick randomly something that works for you. And does everyone on your team agree on the invite? It is very important to document the pros and cons, the reasons for choosing a third-party application. Also, to notice, does the community agree? Check the number of downloads, check the usage. And last and most importantly, people often overlook this, is to subscribe to their socials. You'll know more about stale dependencies and new integrations with your current pipeline if you just follow their social. This is a screenshot from a social 2 weeks ago. So in summary, know who you're inviting, create an SBOM. Can someone vouch for it? Discuss and document. Does everyone on your team agree with the invite? And subscribe to their socials, literally. I've left some links here. Definitely read out the second link, which is how to identify vulnerable third-party software. It goes into detail. They're short reads as well, 5-6 minutes, I would say. And that's pretty much it from my side. I think I did well.